I failed in game dev this year. I've tried to create many different projects and games, but they all ended up in the trash. But let me start from the beginning. Early this year, I set myself the ultimate challenge to create a cyberpunk-style open-world game. Hi, my name is Dominic, and starting this week I'm a full-time solo game developer with the ultimate challenge to create a game in 1 year. The idea was to start an exciting new project and share the development journey here on YouTube without holding anything back. No secrets, no embellishment, going fully naked.
Oh la la!
But spoiler alert, I absolutely and utterly failed this challenge in many different ways even. But first let me show you what has become of Cyberdam. This is the current state of the game. As you can see, I have a partial environment that quite fancifully streams in and out. There are some buggy pedestrians and some placeholder cars zooming around the city. Next to that, I've used a few very awesome plugins for the ocean and the weather effects, and well, I guess that's about it. Oh wait, I do also have a partially finished game design document. Yay! Now, it will probably come as no surprise that had I actually dedicated most of my time on this project, I would have had a lot more to show. Maybe something even playable. But I haven't, because I didn't. At the start of this year, I was very happy to throw myself in the deep end, submerge myself into a new and very challenging project, and not really think about everything that had happened a few months before that. For a long time in my life, I had always been surrounded with people at my place of work. Leaving Alterego Games, my own company, after 10 years had left quite a mark, and I had the choice of either entering a massive black hole of doing absolutely nothing, or diving headfirst into work. And I chose to do the second. But then, why isn't there more of Cyberdam? Well, sometime late last spring, I realized that I don't like making games. Well, that's just not true now, is it? Let's add a little bit more nuance. I love making games, and I've loved it ever since I started out in the industry many years ago. But as I said before, I always had a team of people working on the games with me. I'm a generalist, someone that can do a little bit of a lot of things. But I haven't been able to find the motivation to do many of the things that other people did in my team in the past. Now, I do like level design, but having to build a 3 square mile city absolutely killed the mood for me. To me, it felt like I needed at least a part of the city to be able to continue the work on other parts of the game, like the game design. I think I needed to get inspiration from being able to walk, fly, no clip through the level to be able to see all the possibilities of the game. And so I experimented with a few possible solutions, the first being Fiverr. In the past I used Fiverr a few times, mainly to find voice actors for our games, and it worked out quite well. So here I was thinking that maybe I could hire a freelancer through Fiverr to help me out with building the environment. And it seemed to work out quite well. I hired a guy for 40 hours as a tryout first to build a small chunk of the city, and the result looked great. I even upgraded it with an extra 116 hours spread over 2 months, and well, there things went sideways. Instead of doing 160 hours spread over 2 months, he ended up doing 116 hours spread over 6 months. This was bad because to me it felt like I needed at least part of the level to be able to continue. But I guess it is true that you get what you pay for, but to me as a small-time solo game developer, it was a very expensive lesson, so let's never do that again. During this whole Fiverr process, I was also starting to look for a like-minded person in a situation not unlike my own, that would like to partner up with me. Solo game dev, looking for solo game dev to duo game dev. I ended up having a few chats with people, but it never really clicked, and so I ended up having to drop the whole idea. But in all truthfulness, I think I was also lying to myself. Why did I feel the need to have a level, at least partially ready? I could have easily created a sandbox environment to work on gameplay, build game design. I think this is an inherent issue with being a solo game developer. There are no other people that can call you on your bullshit, and no other people to get you inspired. Now knowing this, I think I would have approached the project in a very different way, mainly forcing myself to split all the different disciplines like coding, concepting, gameplay and art, and make a list of everything they needed not to get blocked. That way, I may have realized that I was only blocked because of my lack of motivation, instead of thinking for months that I needed a whole fancy city environment to be able to continue. But anyways, it was sometime in August that I thought that it may have been a mistake to want to partner up with somebody on Cyberdam, instead of maybe just that I had to partner up with others on their project. During the year, I met a lot of awesome indie developers through the support of my assets, and a few of them had always really stood out to me. And that is how I found myself really connecting with Ben and Mike, the founders of Insomnia Development. And it was a match made in heaven, as it seemed that I joined up at exactly the right moment and we instantly clicked on so many levels. And I quickly found myself working alongside them on their project Spriggan for 2 months part-time, helping them out wherever and however I could. And then I messed it up. So do you remember I said I don't like making games? I think I'm broken. I'm a game developer who can't find the motivation to actually build games anymore. The longer I was working on Spriggan, the more I realized that I got less and less motivated. And Spriggan is an amazing project to work on, so it's just my fault. I had a very good chat with Ben and Mike and decided that I'm just not ready yet for a close collaboration like this. And that I think that it would be in everybody's best interest if I left the team. At least for now. I feel quite bad about it, but I really believe in them and that they will end up releasing an amazing game for sure. And well, you got it guys, really. You're awesome. And if you haven't yet, be sure to wishlist it. 2024 was always going to be the year that I had to figure out what I wanted to do for a living after stepping down as CEO from Alterego Games. And this year has been great. I've learned so many new things and got so much positive feedback from everybody following my journey. But for 2025, I need to make things a little bit more concrete because, yeah, I have to eat and pay my bills too. And I have been fine-tuning my business plans, looking at building more assets for the Unity Asset Store, doing a bit more work for hire, and with a bit of luck, I'll be monetized on YouTube early next year. Maybe the few euros I get from that will actually help out. I don't think so. However, while doing all of that, it still leaves me with a lot of spare time. And, well, I really dig the concept of Cyberdam and I really want the project to succeed someday. But until I know exactly where the lack of motivation to create games comes from, it will be a total waste of time to continue working on it. So I need to find something new. And I found it. It took a lot of time to make it all work, but I found something that makes me jump from excitement just thinking about it. I'm already gearing up things, making it all ready for my ultimate challenge here too. But that'll be something for next week. I'm really excited about it and I really hope you will be as well. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe with the bell thingy here so you won't miss my next video. But for now, I wish you all a very happy Christmas and hope to see you again next week.
In this office day and night, he writes the code. Dreams so high but faith runs low. Chasing pixels, lost control. Now the game's a broken soul. The naked dev has fallen down. Ultimate challenge took his crown. Pixels scatter all around. Cyberdam won't make a sound. Line by line he stitched his fate, played the role Now he's in an overload. Zeros and ones turned him cold. A story left untold. The naked dev has fallen down. Ultimate challenge took his crown. Pixels scatter all around. Cyberdam won't make a sound, at least for now.